Sir Billy, I'm interested because you're from real estate, diba? And most people nowadays, they have this mindset na, oh, medyo dihado or mahirap ang real estate ngayon because usually, di ba, field yan. They have to go out, see clients, tripping, di ba? So, I'd like you to share to our viewers, what did you do in your business? How come your business is flourishing? It's thriving. So please do share it to us.
Well, I guess I just follow some very important tips, no, which I guess can be followed also by other businessmen out there, whatever your business is, no. So I guess number one step during this crisis is basically to be aware of what's happening. What is the pulse of the people, no? And get updated on the real condition. So by knowing your turf, by knowing your area, that would give you an idea on what to do next. So basically, there are four things. So number one, you have to study what's happening and what's the current need, what's the current situation. So in our case at Green Circle Realty, we just felt at first mukhang ang hirap kasi real estate, meron bang bibili. But when we carefully studied the situation by observing what's happening day by day, and that is a trait of a businessman, be observant. Diba? Dapat alam mo yung pulso. Open your mind, open your eyes, open your ears on what's happening. And there I saw that today, during this pandemic, while the vaccine is not here, the best protection against COVID is to stay at home. And for employees, for workers, for employers, they decided to do a work from home setup. I guess for a longer time. So as a real estate marketing person, I would like to position my business now that if you would be staying at home and you'll be working from home, well, I will invite you to own a home. So that, diba, while you're staying at home with your family and while you're doing your work, you would be comfortable because you own your own home and you have the freedom to do both yung staying at home at saka yung working from home. So why not buy a home? So more than ever, this is the best time to own a home for you and your family. That's how I assess the situation. And I guess that's also my way of positioning my product, diba, to the right target market. And of course, the third, ito na yung sinasabi nating sales and marketing strategy. So real estate selling is a very personal type of selling where you really have to meet your clients face to face, and the requirement in the sales process is going on a tripping where you accompany your buyer to the project site for your buyer to see what you are selling to him. So at this point, that might be impossible or too risky to do because of the COVID, no? From then on, during the first few weeks of the COVID, I talked to all our salespeople to think of a strategy. I don't want you to take risks just to make sales, but I just don't want you, kumbaga, maging dormant lang, maging unproductive because we are all afraid. So I guess there's a way of doing it that we can sell without being put into some risk. And that's where we thought of, why not do selling without tripping? At first, it was too difficult to think about how can we do that. For years, we've been doing selling without tripping. So we thought of some ideas on how to do it, and that, of course, gave birth to what we call the virtual presentations today. So where we make presentations using virtual presentations for the house that we are selling, giving them a virtual tour of the subdivision, and we even went to the extent of giving them a virtual tour from the meeting place where we usually pick them up, the tour along the way, the things that they will pass through, no, in going to the place. So it's a complete virtual presentation as if we're doing it face-to-face with them. And so far, 80% of our sales now are being made by virtual presentations. We've mastered the art of doing sales presentation through Zoom meetings, through social media, through other forms of online platforms. and it's very effective at this point. And that brings me to the fourth aspect, no? Ito na yung resource and finance management natin. So we know today is a technology-oriented way of selling. So we can allocate siguro our budget into technology. And of course, we have to manage a network of people that we can train in terms of sales. And this time we can train in terms of technology. And we have to go to our business math. Money is really difficult at this point. But if you manage your finances properly, that can be handled. So financial literacy is not about the bigness or the smallness of your money, but it's really your ability to manage whatever amount you have right now. That makes us very successful at this point of our situation. No? May COVID tayo, may pandemic tayo, but we're almost back to our pre-COVID sales level at this point.
Ang galing no? So talagang I honor you, Sir Billy, because you are a true entrepreneur who has a growth mindset. Okay, Sir Billy, what aspect of an entrepreneur's life should one prioritize in order to cope up with this pandemic?
I guess it's the thing I called AQ. So AQ means adversity quotient. So at this point, more than IQ or intelligence quotient or EQ, emotional quotient, to get started, to survive or better thrive in this pandemic time, we have to have a very high AQ. That means we can overcome whatever adversities that we are facing. Because when we are ready to overcome adversities, a lot of things can happen already that will open to creativity, that will open to our ability to communicate with a lot of people so that we can put up a very strong network that would help us in this business. Diba? Remember, in business, if you are not networking, you are not working. So we really have to get in touch with people every day. And in this case, I would always share my favorite line, no? Every day is opportunity day. In the middle of crisis, if we wake up each morning with the belief that every day is opportunity day, whatever the situation is, that's a great start for everyone's success. So having a growth mindset will be easy if yung AQ mo is mataas kasi you can start thinking of everything positive that would make you successful and you can gloss over all the other negative things around you.
I learned a lot from you. I picked up some notes and hopefully I'll be able to apply this as well in my business. Please, Sir Billy, I give you this opportunity to invite all our viewers for anything, any program that you have.
Okay, so yung pong bitin, no, dito sa ating discussion kasi may kilang yung oras natin. You can always learn the benefits of salespreneurship by subscribing to our YouTube channel, The Master Salespreneur. So doon po may compilation ng mga talks namin tungkol sa salespreneurship. So if you want to become a successful salespreneur, subscribe to the Master Salespreneur YouTube channel. And for those who would want to put into action the principles of salespreneurship that we are talking about, we are welcoming everyone to a free coaching, to a free seminar at Green Circle Realty. We do it every Thursday, 10 o'clock a.m. to 12 noon. So if you are enterprising and if you want something productive during this pandemic, you are more than welcome to join our free coaching and free orientation sessions on how to become a very successful real estate salespreneur in the middle of pandemic. Libre po yan at yan ay tulong namin sa lahat ng gusto umasenso sa panahon natin ngayon. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you! A round of applause for Sir Billy. Virtual applause!